Hello and welcome to 1Coast News. I'm Brandon Lloyd.
And I'm Celine McPhail. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Reporter Cassidy Fisher looks into smart shopping for recycling and asks the tough questions. How do you remove chocolate from your face in 1.3 seconds?
Undercover reporter Angela Lagrassa finds herself scouring the streets as she searches for clues to residents not recycling properly and gets a little close to the front line.
We'll check in with our roving traffic reporter Jamie Harvey and get an update on today's recycling traffic.
And Brianna Harvey-Cowley takes us to the airport for a bird's eye view into one of the largest recycling surprises of all.
But first of all, we cross to our very own Shannon Griesberg, who's bringing us a breaking news story just in.
Thanks, Celine. Wow, it really is a breaking story. Pardon me. I'm here at a landfill location surrounded by pure gold. Recycling gold, that is. It's been unfortunately revealed that many of our Central Coast residents are still putting their recyclables in plastic bags. This means that the recyclables will unfortunately not be able to be sorted into what's meant to be recycled, and so they divert to landfill, just like this. It's terrible, hey? This is called contamination. Pardon me. And let me tell you, there's a lot of it going on right now as I speak.
So Shannon, tell me what items can we actively recycle?
Well, Celine, certainly not the pea and ham soup I had for dinner last night. Ooh, whoops. But common things we can recycle every day include aluminium cans and foil, including soft drink cans, clean aluminium foil and pie trays. Steel and spray cans, including food cans like corn and tomatoes, pet food cans, baby formula tins, coffee and Milo tins, fly spray cans, hairspray cans and air freshener spray cans. Plastic bottles and containers including milk bottles, yogurt containers, margarine tubs, shampoo bottles, takeaway containers and laundry liquid bottles. Brown, green and clear glass bottles and jars including sauce bottles, beer bottles and jam jars. Plus, paper and cardboard including newspapers, magazines, envelopes, cereal boxes as well as egg and fresh milk cartons.
Wow, let's hope that situation improves. We'll follow that story a little more closely later in the bulletin. In other news today, staggering statistics reveal that only a modest number of Central Coast residents actually shop with recycling in mind. To tell us more, we're joined by reporter Cassidy Fisher. Cassidy?
Yes, Brandon, and it's been a scene of manic chaos here at East Gosford IGA as I asked some local shoppers about their recycling habits. So when you go shopping, do you shop with recycling in mind?
Yes, I do. I actually prefer to buy cardboard packaging than plastic packaging.
Oh, that's great. It's awesome. So when you go shopping, do you look for recycling content when you buy things?
I do.
Do you have recycling in mind when you go shopping?
Generally, I try to look for things that have either plastic, recyclable packaging or cardboard packaging.
So when you go shopping, do you look for things that you can recycle?
No.
Yeah, I look at the little packages and there's like the little triangles.
Oh, good. Did you know you can even buy pegs that are recycled these days?
Oh yeah, I have those.
Oh, good.
Do.
I certainly do.
Can you give me some examples of what you would buy?
We always look for things that we can recycle. We have a recycling bin at home in our kitchen, so anything that is recyclable certainly goes in that and goes in our recycling bin every fortnight.
Great, that's awesome. Do you know you can even buy paper that's recyclable?
I certainly do, and toilet paper.
Yes. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
That report just in from Cassidy Fisher. Who would have thought that recycling starts even before you reach the checkout?
Yes, Brandon. In other news today, Angela Lagrassa has been busy asking Central Coast residents about their recycling habits at home and uncovered some surprising results.
I've been taking a look inside my neighbour's bins and seeing exactly what we have been recycling and what we haven't. Then I asked some people on the street to rate themselves on how well they currently recycle their waste. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you recycle?
Probably about 8. I would rate myself probably around an 8. I'm pretty conscious about recycling.
Probably about 8. Probably about a 4.
I'd have to say I'm possibly about an 8, even though I could do a lot better. Maybe a 7? 6.
Well, with 10 being the best, probably about 8.5.
Would you say you can or can't recycle margarine containers?
I'd probably say can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm not 100% sure if you can, but I think you probably can.
Well, you can, so good job. What about still cans such as hairspray and deodorant cans? Are they recyclable?
Yes.
I don't think so. No?
I haven't been recycling those either. Maybe I should be a lot less than 8.5.
Would you consider an aluminium foil tray recyclable?
No, I'm not sure if I would.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
No.
They are.
Oh, there you go.
What about yogurt tubs?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, tubs.
Yes, they're recyclable.
Yogurt tubs, no, I haven't been recycling those.
Can recycle.
I'm gonna have to be a lot better, I think.
Which bin would you put shredded paper in?
In the recycling bin.
The yellow bin? Possibly the recycling bin.
We put shredded paper in no bin, we give it to the pet shops so they can reuse it.
A recycling.
No, you have to put it in the red bin because if you put it in the recycling bin it can get tangled up in the machine.
Oh, there you go.
There you have it, Brendan, some great potential recyclers. But there is still plenty we can all learn about what we can recycle. Back to you in the studio.
Very true, Angela. Thanks for that report. Now for a live traffic report. It's back to Jamie Harvey. Jamie?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm here today at the Somersby MRF facility and there's good traffic flow. There's no accidents or breakdowns to report here. There's a little congestion in the southbound lane entering the facility as a new fleet of trucks are bringing in fresh recycling for processing. However, the northbound lanes are flowing nice and freely. Let's take a look inside this hive of industry and see what happens as these trucks offload their contents.
Every fortnight, Thiess Services collects the region's recycling bins and takes it to this materials recycling facility, or MRF for short. Once emptied onto the tipping floor, a loader pushes the recycling onto a conveyor belt. The belt goes to the pre-sort station, where a team of dedicated sorters remove any recycling contamination by hand, such as plastic bags. The recyclables then pass over a variety of rotating disc screens to be separated into 3 conveyors. One for plastic bottles, containers, steel and aluminium cans, one for paper and cardboard, and another for glass bottles and jars. The final stage in all this is called baling, where an automated baler packages the recovered plastics, metals and papers ready for further recycling. Any contaminated materials are sent to an enclosed waste compactor and taken to landfill, and that's what happens to recycling, guys.
Thanks for that insightful report, Jamie. Time now for us to do a quick weather check across the coast. What's the forecast looking like today, Emily?
Well, Celine, there's been a bit of a mixed bag out there today. We've had a low trough coming in from the east, bringing lots of plastic bottles and aluminium cans, balanced by a high pressure system towards the north, with a substantial downpour of cereal boxes, toilet rolls and letterbox junk mail of all things. Looking across to the west, the occasional egg carton has been reported there, with a frequent burst of envelopes and newspapers. Closer to the waterways, glass bottles and paper packaging have proved to be a bit of a problem. However, this afternoon's recycling run should hopefully help take care of that. Looks like great recycling weather coming up this weekend. And remember, if you're going on a picnic or Sunday drive, bring your recycling back home and place it in the correct bin. Back to you, Celine.
Some great outlooks there, Emily. Thank you for that. I do believe we have an update on our breaking news story at the landfill. Shannon?
Yes, Celine. I've just found my English assignment I was meant to hand in last Tuesday. Sorry, Miss Ball. Won't happen again, I promise. Back to you.
Thanks for sharing that, Shannon.
Yes, fantastic news there. Time for a look at the financial markets with our 1Coast analyst, Brianna Harvey-Cowley. What's it looking like, Brianna?
Thanks, Brandon. Lots of movement on the recycling market overnight. Strong performers included recycled aluminium, which contributed to the bidding of new aircraft today, and steel remains a very viable recycling investment as it's able to be recycled indefinitely. Looking across now at our plastic bottles and containers, some great market improvement there, as they've contributed to things such as sleeping bag fillings, quilt padding, and the manufacture of speed humps and new outdoor furniture settings. Another stock to watch, of course, is glass bottles and jars, making things such as insulation bats, glass bottles and jars. Last but not least, there's been steady performance in newspapers, paper waste and cardboard. Although we must remember, shredded paper can't perform well as a recycling stock, as the sorting machine simply can't separate it from the other recycling line contents. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brianna. Brianna Harvey-Cowley with the latest updates in the ever-growing recycling stock market.
And that's all from us at 1Coast News today. Remember to buy items that can be recycled next time you shop for goods, and do your bit to help keep our Central Coast one of Australia's pioneer recycling regions.
Great advice there, Celine. Well, from all of us here at the 1Coast News Desk, we wish you a terrific day. Bye for now. Yes, fantastic news there. Time for a look at the financial markets.
Take 5, we'll go again. Good one. That's good, that's good. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, thanks.
Wow, it really is a breaking story. Unfortunately, it's been revealed that many of our recycling...
Camera set. 3, 2, 1.
Another stock to watch, of course, is...
Camera set. And 3, 2, 1.
Another stock to remember.
So tell me, when you go shopping, do you look for things that have recycled goods in it?
No.
Oh, good. Sorry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm here today at the Summersby Merch facility and there's good traffic flow. There's a little...
That's alright, that's alright, that was good, that was good. Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm here today at the Summersby Merch facility and there's good traffic flow.
That's happy.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm here today at the Summersby Merch
cereal boxes, toilet rolls and letterbox junk mail of all things. Across to the west, the occasional egg carton balanced by a high pressure system towards the north with the occasional drop of egg cartons and cereal boxes.
A drop of egg cartons. Cat.
The red light's flashing.
Huh?
It's flashing, the red light.